Imagine you were born a prince. You live in a giant house with 30 rooms. You have servants who cook your food, wash your clothes, and bow when you walk into a room. For your whole life, everyone has told you that you are special and better than everyone else. But then you make some very bad choices. You become friends with people who do very mean things. Suddenly, your own family starts to pull away. Your brother, who is now the king, takes away your fancy titles and your medals. The workers at the palace stop bowing to you and start calling you Mr. instead of Prince. You are told you have to leave your big house. You are even told you can't come to the family Christmas party. This is a story about a man named Andrew and his ex-wife Sarah. They share a lot of secrets and a lot of sadness. Now, their world is falling apart. It is a story about what happens when you have everything and then lose it all because of the secrets you kept. Let's look at what is happening behind the closed doors of the royal family. Some very big secrets have come out about Prince Andrew. People found out that he had some very bad visitors at his home, the Royal Lodge. These visitors were people like Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Harvey Weinstein. These people did very bad things to others, and now everyone is upset that a prince would have them over for a visit. The house Andrew lives in is called the Royal Lodge. It is a huge, beautiful mansion that actually belongs to the people of the country. Even though he is not a working prince anymore, he still lives there. He doesn't even have to pay rent. He only had to pay for some repairs many years ago. Now, people are asking why he gets to live in such a fancy place for free when he was friends with such bad people. The house is becoming a place of stress and worry instead of a happy home. Inside the Royal Lodge, things are getting very tense. Andrew has done something that surprised everyone. He gave a new, mean order to his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson. They have lived together in this house for over 20 years, even though they're not married anymore. But now, as they get ready to move out, Andrew is acting differently. People say that Sarah is very angry and feels embarrassed. She feels like she is all alone. Andrew is being very quiet and staying in his room. He is very sad because he lost his prince title and he feels like his family is pushing him away. This is not just a fight about a house. It is a fight about their whole lives. For the first time, people are starting to see the real truth about why Andrew and Sarah stayed so close for so long, even after their divorce. People who work for the royals are finally telling the truth about Andrew and Sarah's strange life. Everyone wants to know, why did Sarah stay with him for so many years? Why did she stay through all the bad news and all the debts? And why did Andrew keep her so close? Sarah has had a lot of her own problems, like owing people money and making mistakes, but Andrew always kept her nearby. Now, a new and very weird thing is happening. Both of them are saying they want to start dating other people. Some people say Andrew even talked about using dating apps on his phone to find a new girlfriend. It is very strange to see two people who were so close for 20 years suddenly want to be apart and find new love just as they are losing their home. A new report says that Andrew told the workers at Royal Lodge that he wants Sarah to stay away from him. He doesn't want her in the same rooms as him. This made Sarah very, very mad. She's also very hurt. She feels lonely and confused. For a long time, they were like best friends, but now Andrew is pushing her away. This happened right after King Charles took away Andrew's title of prince. This was a huge blow to Andrew's pride. He feels like he is being treated like a regular person, and he doesn't like it. He is becoming very grumpy and short with people. Because he is losing his home and his status, he is taking his anger out on Sarah. Sarah is very sad because that house was the only stable thing she had left in her life. People are talking about how Andrew is spending his last days at the Royal Lodge. They say he is walking around the house and talking to himself in an angry way. He's expected to move to a much smaller house soon. This house is on the king's private land in a place called Sandringham. People call this his exile. An exile is when you are sent away to live by yourself because you are in trouble. It will be a very quiet and lonely life for him. He won't be near the city or his friends anymore. Inside the Royal Lodge right now, things are very bad. The staff say Andrew and Sarah live in different parts of the house and hardly ever see each other. When they do eat together, they just talk about their fears and get very emotional. Sarah is panicking because she doesn't know what will happen to her daughters or where she will get money to live. Lately, Sarah has been feeling very left out inside the big house. She stays in her own wing of the mansion for most of the day because Andrew doesn't want to see her. Sometimes she even goes to a local pub on the estate just to see other people. She has even asked the workers to stay and talk to her because she feels so lonely. She's very scared and doesn't know where she will go when the house is taken away. She built her whole life around being part of the royal family, even after she was divorced. Now that the royal family is pushing Andrew away, they are pushing her away too. It is a very scary time for a woman who is used to being famous and taken care of. For a very long time, Andrew and Sarah were a very special kind of couple. They got divorced in 1996, but they never really left each other. They lived in the same house, ate together, and went to parties together. It was a good deal for both of them. Sarah gave Andrew someone to talk to and made his life feel more normal. Andrew gave Sarah a giant house to live in and protected her from the world. They lived in a little bubble where they didn't have to follow the same rules as everyone else. But now, all the bad secrets and the loss of Andrew's titles have popped that bubble. They are starting to resent each other. Resentment is when you start to feel angry at someone because of the situation you are in. Their team is falling apart. Why did Sarah stay for so long? There are a few big reasons. First, she needed a safe place to live. The Royal Lodge was like a fort that kept her safe from her money problems. Second, she knows all of Andrew's secrets. She was there when he was traveling the world and meeting people. She knows things that could get him in even more trouble. This gave her some power over him. Third, she didn't have much money of her own, so staying with Andrew meant she didn't have to worry about bills. Fourth, she wanted her daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie, to still be treated like princesses. She thought that if she stayed with Andrew, the royal family would keep being nice to her girls. Finally, she was afraid that if she left, she would have nothing at all. People also wonder why Andrew kept Sarah around for so long. She caused him a lot of embarrassment over the years with her own scandals. But Andrew had reasons too. He kept her close because she knows his secrets and he wanted to make sure she didn't tell anyone. If they stay on the same team, they both stay safe. It was like a secret deal. I won't tell on you if you don't tell on me. Also, Sarah was the only person who was always on his side, even when everyone else in the world was mad at him. She made him feel like he was still important. If he had kicked her out when he was in trouble, it would have made him look even meaner. They depended on each other to survive. Now the most surprising part is that they both want to date other people. This is a sign that their secret deal is ending. Since they are losing their big house, they don't need to stay together anymore. They are trying to move on and find new lives before the full truth about their past comes out. Royal Lodge has become a very sad place. Even their friends don't want to visit anymore. The house is full of tension and fear. Andrew hides in his room, and Sarah walks around feeling worried. When they eat, they just whisper and wait for the day they have to give back the keys. It is the end of a very long and very strange story for the two of them. Things have got even worse for Andrew and Sarah as the holidays get close. They have been told that they are not allowed to come to the royal family's Christmas party. Usually the whole family goes to a big house in Sandringham to celebrate, but because of the news about Andrew and his bad friend Jeffrey Epstein, the king said they cannot come. This is a very big deal because it shows the whole world that Andrew is not part of the family anymore. This is another very embarrassing chapter for Andrew. He used to be the Duke of York, but now he has lost his titles, his medals, and his pride. But the thing that hurts him the most is that he has lost the respect of the people who work at the palace. Andrew went back to Windsor Castle recently for the first time since he lost his titles. He expected everything to be the same. He thought that when he walked through the doors, the workers would bow and the guards would salute him. He was used to people being a little bit afraid of him. He liked that power because it made him feel safe. But when he walked in this time, he was very surprised. No one bowed, no one saluted. The workers just stood there with stiff shoulders and didn't say anything. They treated him like he was just a regular man walking into a building. He was confronted with a reality he had never seen before. He was no longer a powerful prince, he was just a guest. One reason people are so cold to Andrew is a famous photo of him with a girl named Virginia Roberts. In the photo from 2001, Andrew has his arm around her. She was only 17 years old then. Later, she said that Andrew did very bad things to her. Andrew says he didn't do it,